Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, Rockstar Diva here at Rockstar Radio. I am here tonight with my host, Ritchie D. How you doing tonight, Ritchie?
I'm doing good, Julie. Hope everybody else out there is doing well tonight.
So tell me, what's been going on your end? Have you been keeping busy yourself in the music industry? What have you been up to?
Yes, I have. With my DJing and so forth, if anybody out there in the South Jersey area is listening, I got a show tomorrow night over at 38 West. That's in Lumberton, New Jersey. Going to have a dance party and live music for about 4 hours, and it's going to be a good time. So if you're out this way, come and say hi to me.
Awesome. I can definitely sit there and say from experience, yes, Ritchie D at 38 West is definitely a dance party. Try to make it out if you can, everyone. Okay, what we have right now is we have Chris Sax. Chris, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, Julie. Good evening, everybody who's listening to me. I'm really thankful for this opportunity, to be on the U.S. radio for the very first time.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you. Everyone, this is Criss Sexx. He is from the band Nympho. Yes, he is from Brazil. And tell you what, the United States is going to fall in love with you. Absolutely. Ritchie D, what do you think about this man?
Oh, I agree 100%. He's a hot guy. I'm not on the other side here, but he's a good-looking guy. He's got a great voice. He jams on the guitar. His music is crazy. You guys are going to love him here in the U.S.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.
He's not only talented, very, very nice guy. All right, what we're going to do, listeners, this is the time to call in to the studio and speak live with Criss Sexx. Telephone number is 646-200-4955. Once again, 646-200-4955. Call in and speak with your host and also Criss Sexx from the band Nympho. Let's get him heated up with Dreams Are Not Enough.
I could sing you roses, buy you diamond rings, but compared to my love, they wouldn't mean a thing. So lay down your weapons, I ain't got no guns, since you've been gone now, I lost my only son. Cause it's time for a lifetime
I love it. I absolutely love you to death. I think you're an incredible singer. The band, you guys as a band are just mind-blowing. Why don't you tell us who's in your band?
Okay, so I formed the band, back in 2006, and the initial idea was having like a glam rock band, but as soon as, the first lineup changes started happening, we just had to change the direction, so that's why I don't really like to have Nympho, labeled as a glam rock band. I just say that we are a rock and roll band with a glam rock singer. Like I'm all about the image. I'm all about the songs. Like I give the same importance to the image as I give the importance to the songs. And it was a lot of work since the beginning. We've been working really, really hard to, get this new album released, like everywhere. And, just the fact from, that being from Brazil makes it so difficult. Nobody wants to, give it a chance or, give it a try. So I'm really, really glad that even though we don't have a video or something, like we have so many, hits on YouTube or, like Facebook, and, our fan base is not that big compared to, big bands like Motley Crue and Kiss, and it's hard to get that nowadays, especially if you don't have anyone to back you up, but we're trying really hard, and, this new album, which is called Alone in the Dark, it took us like 1.5 years to, have it completed. We've been through a lot of trouble, making this new album, lineup changes and studio changes, and, we've been robbed by the first guy from the first studio, and like everything you can imagine like happened to us, so it's like a victory, like being here, like, and, listening to the songs and receiving all these, emails and sweet messages that I receive daily on Facebook. This is really, really cool, like it's victory already. And we probably having the album released like in a couple of months or 3 months, like we'll know exactly, by the end of the week,
That is amazing. I mean, people don't understand when everyone says it's hard work, but Chris, tell them how much hard work really is involved to get to that level of where you guys are at now.
Well, it's a lot of hard work, as I told you, here in Brazil, this style of music is not really popular. It has never been that popular, and there's not a rock scene here. Like there are bands here, and especially, rock and roll bands like glam rock bands or hard rock bands, you name it, they don't support each other, it's like competition, it's like tough competition. And then, I just try to keep out of that, I don't want to fight for a place, I don't want to fight for, I just think it's really pointless. That's why I really admire heavy metal bands. There's no competition, and yes, there's a lot of hard work. A lot of money was invested, and just to be brutally honest, like we're totally out of money right now because all we are investing in this CD. And it's more hard work to come, like we're shooting the video for Rock Me Hard, which is going to be the first working song off the record, we can call it a single. Yeah, exciting. And we are probably shooting the video, in late April or early May, and we might have it, edited and ready to, be on YouTube, by the time the record is out. So, like, it was lots of hard work, and I know there's still too much to be done, to be where I think we should be, And this thing about being from Brazil, it really, really complicates everything. Like, there are, these big, labels that listen to our songs and they liked our songs, and they came to us and said, we can't sign you guys because first you're from Brazil, and second you're a small band, So I don't get it because, old bands that I grew up listening to, they've been releasing, demos as albums, and there's no quality, and it's tough to compete like this, It's really tough. I know we do have a good album, and I can hardly wait to see it, out there, for people to buy it or download it, I just want to get, the music out there so that everyone can, know what the band's about. It's not only about the image. It's not only about Criss. It's a rock and roll band called Nympho. It's a new band. This is our second CD, and, most people don't even know we've released the first one. And, I want this to change. I want, us to be a more exposed band than we have been before,
Criss Sexx, you just said the key word. We're here to expose you. So, Ritchie D, let's get into exposing Criss Sexx with the band Nympho. Come on, listeners, this is the time to call in. We only have 15 minutes left of tonight's show with Criss Sexx from the band Nympho. Call in and speak to us at 646-200-4955. Okay? Give you a chance to pick up that phone, call in, and talk to this hottie from Brazil with multiple talent. So let's break into Hollywood Heroes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time ever somebody's listening to Hollywood Heroes. You know, it's a song that it's been aired for the first time. You know, it's on the new CD, Alone in the Dark, and we're really proud of this song. You know, like this song is to prove to everyone who bought, you know, the first record that we didn't go commercial. You know, we do have some AOR tracks like I'll Come Running and Don't Walk Out in Love that are on YouTube, but we still have rocking tracks. Like Hollywood Heroes is definitely one of the best ones of them. And, you know, I just, you know, can't wait till everybody can listen to the whole record. You know, it's like a mix of the first one. It's got some stuff from my solo CD and, you know, like new elements, and this is my best work so far, you know, like, you know, and of course, like, there's a lot of credit to be given to, you know, the guys in the band too, you know, like Eric Prevost on lead guitar, you know, the newest member in the band, you know, which is a great guitar player, you know, and Olavo Barroca on bass, who's been with us since the beginning, and Pablo Pinheiro on drums. You know, these guys and I have worked really, really hard to make it sound, you know, the best way we could, you know, like with the budget we had. And so I'm really proud of this song.
Tell you what, I fell in love with you guys the first time I heard you. I'm not sure if I was doing some type of YouTube search or what it was. I could have found you in cross-networking, or I just remember I came across the picture, okay? The look caught my attention, and then I went straight into the music, and then first song I listened to, You Just Had Me, and then that made me want to hear another and another and another, and I was like, that's it. I have to find this band Nympho, and I have to find Criss Sexx. And then, boom,
so I'm glad you found me.
I found you.
I mean, you're staff of listening to these songs, Chris. I hear what I like about what I just heard is, I mean, I hear like a bit of like a style of LA Guns and Faster Pussycat, types like that. But with this song, I'm hearing like with a metal edge to it too. It's unique. It's I tell you, if you guys were here in the U.S., you'd be touring everywhere. I mean, it's crazy. It's really good.
Wow, thank you.
Well,
yeah,
Ritchie G and I would definitely buy tickets to show up, and we will be there, row and center, screaming our heads off. All right, people, now's the time if you'd like to chat with Criss Sexx from the band Nympho. Telephone number is 646-200-4955. We do know that we're streaming live over the internet, so this is going out in all different time zones. If you missed the show live, don't worry about it. You'll be able to catch it. You'll be able to find this on ROCKSTAR Diva Radio website. You can find us on Facebook. Chris, how can viewers find you? Are you on Facebook, Reverb Nation? How can they find you?
Yeah, like you can find Nympho, you know, like you can find me on Facebook easily, you know, like I'm online like on an everyday basis, and you can find us on YouTube. We have our own channel there, and we have the Reverb Nation thing. We have MySpace, you know, we just like, you know, Google, you know, like Nympho and Rio, and you know, you find us. You can contact us, and you know, like we're available for bookings and shows, and you know, like whatever comes to us. You know, like as I said, we have this upcoming album and video, you know, that we're planning to shoot really, really soon, and then you know, it's gonna be, you know, great, you know, being around there in America if we have the chance to, if there are any promoters interested, or any big labels or medium labels or small labels like interested.
Anybody, somebody.
Yeah, that's it, you know. Like.
Well, let's reach out and grab them one more time. Let's hit them with Rock Me Hard. They're going to love you. Now that was the perfect song. Definitely, that was hot.
That's my favorite song on the album. You know, like you can definitely see why I'm a White Snake fan.
It was definitely hot. All right, everybody. Yes, 30 minutes have come and gone quickly. It's easy to do when you have great music, awesome guests, and a great co-host. But tonight has to unfortunately come to an end. Aww. But Chris, thank you. Thank you for staying awake and joining us. I do appreciate that. You're a great host. You're a great guest. You really were. Lots of talent. Loved it. So thanks again.
Thanks again. I'm the one to say thanks here. You know, like I'll never forget this opportunity. You know, like it's like priceless to us. You know.
Well, that gratitude helps a lot, Ritchie D, doesn't it?
We wish you all the luck, Chris. You're going to do well. With that positive attitude you have, just keep going, man. You'll be here in the U.S. before we know it, and we'll be seeing right in the front row watching you.
Okay. I hope you're right. I really hope you're right. We are really working on that.
What we want to do is, if I heard you were making the video, Ritchie D, I see a road trip in our near future.
That sounds good to me.
Road trip. We want to be in the video, too, and then we'll bring you back to the States with us.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'd love to go. I'd love to be there.
All right.